Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we're going to be talking about Miraculous Ladybug Season 5 and why I personally think that this is the best season yet and the season of the reveal. You want to know why? Finish the video so you can find out. And I recommend subscribing because I'm pretty crispy and I make really cool fandom videos. Don't believe me? Subscribe so you can find out. Anyways, so Miraculous Ladybug Season 5. Why do I think this is the best season out there? Well, besides character development and the story actually following episode by episode, like, it is just so good. First off, I never really liked Ladybug. Like, she kind of always bothered me. She never trusted Cat Noir. She always acted like she was too good for Cat Noir, and, like, she was just, like, really proud. But in this season, she already has blown me away and is one of my favorite characters. Not just because she's starting to have feelings for Cat Noir, which we will talk about in a little bit, but the fact that she, like, trusted Cat Noir to use the Bunny Miraculous instead of her, and, like, she has actually put a lot of, like, not, like, pressure, but, like, a lot more, like, hope and, like, trust into Cat Noir, if that makes sense. So that's why I love Ladybug way more. Her character has went all the way up. So, since we were talking about it just a second ago, let's talk about the Love Square and update on that. Spoilers ahead, just in case. I should have mentioned that earlier, sorry. But Love Square is reversed now. If you don't know what I'm saying, let me explain. So basically, Cat Noir and Adrian like Marinette now, and Ladybug and Marinette like Adrian now. I know, what a curveball. I never thought that they would actually do this. So it's kind of like mind-shocking to me that they actually made the Love Square reversed. So it's been really fun to see them interact with each other now that they like each other in different ways. It's been really fun, lots of interesting. The story now is like completely escalating because Adrian, all he wants to do is ask Marinette out, but Marinette never gives him a chance, which is kind of ridiculous because I'm like, come on girl, it's Adrian Agrest. But you know, I get it. There's also Cat Noir, so even though they're the same person. Anyways, so besides like the Love Square being reversed, there has also been a few more like curves in the story. Gabriel Agrest got akumatized. So we finally got to find out what happened to a person if they get akumatized. Basically, it just slowly starts to decay your body. Which I thought was really cool. We've actually all been asking this question since season 1. And our Cupid, Cat Noir, makes a comment that he's always wanted to see what happens if he akumatizes somebody. Granted, this wasn't true Cat Noir. He was affected by the Akuma. So he's not that dark. But, I'm just saying, we finally got to see what happens when you're akumatized. Gabriel Agrest and Hawkmoth, they have both been, like, super evil in this season, I'm not gonna lie. The first episode, we see that he chooses power over helping Emily, which has been his whole goal this whole time. Natalie, the queen herself, does get onto him about it, though, and says, like, hey, like, I'm not gonna help you if this is, like, you're just power hungry. She basically just roasts him, which we love her for. But Gabriel, he's, like, really confusing. He's, like, starting to try to make a relationship with his son, which I'm really curious to as why. Is he trying to tell him that he's Hawkmoth? Like, that's what I'm trying to think is, like, maybe he's going to reveal to him that he's Hawkmoth. But first, he has to build a relationship with his son, which I really think is cute that, like, Adrian's getting that time with his father, but I know it's just going to be even more heartbreaking for Adrian now when he finds out that his father is Hawkmoth. Another thing we're going to talk about, since we're talking about Adrian, is Adrian did almost choose darkness in one of the episodes when Ladybug and Cat Noir switched their Miraculous to defeat a villain. We see Adrian is holding the Cat Miraculous and the Ladybug Miraculous at the same time. And he questions, like, why don't I make a wish? He's like, why don't we make a wish? Basically, Ladybug tells him, like, you can't because it destroys the world, like, you know, like, if for one person you save, another person will get sick. Which kind of, like, leads on to the story where I do think that eventually Adrian will find out that Hawkmoth is his father. He will learn that his father is dying from the cataclysm that he did. And I do think that maybe Adrian will be the one to make a sacrifice or make the wish to save his family, and Adrian will pay the cost. But that's just my theory. If that happened, I would be so happy because that sounds just so good for the story. But I would love to see that. But anyways, back to Season 5 and what's actually happening. So, the last episode was probably the best episode I've ever seen of Miraculous Ladybug. It was Elation. It was basically a Mary Cat, I don't know, Mary Cat Kingdom. It was all just Mary Cat, which is, I loved it so much. I usually used to not like Mary Cat the best. Like, my favorite ships used to go, Ladrian, Lady Noir, Adrianette, and now Mary Cat. But now it's probably Mary Cat, Lady Noir, Adrianette, and then Ladrian. Just because there's no Ladrian moment, so don't bug me about it. Pun intended. Anyways, so this season, basically, this episode, basically, Cat Noir goes to Marinette. He takes her on, like, an ice cream date. But they both find out that the same people don't like each other. So he found out that Marinette doesn't like Adrian anymore. And she found out that Cat Noir doesn't like Ladybug anymore. They're both heartbroken about it. Marinette almost gets akumatized. It was insane. They kissed, like, twice. I was like, what is this? I thought this was a kid's show. But, yeah. Basically, at the end of the episode, when Hawkmoth brings back his Akuma, instead of saying some corny line about saying how he's going to win, he said, I learned something today, though, that Cat Noir likes Marinette Dupain Chain, and I will use her against Cat Noir to defeat Ladybug and Cat Noir. So that was really intense, because now you're like, oh my gosh, she's going to, like, kidnap Marinette or something and force Cat Noir to give him the Miraculous. Now, if that happens, not only will Marinette and Gabriel find out that Adrian is Cat Noir, he'll have the Cat Miraculous. So, we'll see how that goes. But that was really intense. I was, like, mind blown. I'm trying to think if there was any, like, other mind-boggling moments. We talked about Natalie. We talked about Gabriel. Oh, yes. Kagami's mother. One of the end of the episodes, and if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. She, like, video calls Gabriel after Nino, Alia, Adrian, and Marinette were trying to, like, figure out how Hawkmoth is giving the miraculous powers to his victims. He calls Kagami's mother and basically says, yo, I tricked them. They don't know, like, how I'm actually doing it. And she says, good. So somehow, and some reason, Gabriel lets her know that he Hawkmoth. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Season 5 of Miraculous Ladybug. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below if you've seen it. Also, let me know what your favorite Ladybug what Miraculous Ladybug ship is in the comments below. I would love to find out who you guys are shipping behind the screen. Now, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to keep it crispy, stay lively, and make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Yeah, keep it crispy.